Hello, friends, and welcome to Adventures in Pixie Land. My name's Amy, and I'm an ordained minister, and we are in Bible study. We are in the NIV, and we are in this video. We are in Deuteronomy chapter 5, and we are going to do the whole chapter, which is, and what I'm going to call an average chapter length, not like yesterday. The 10 Commandments. Moses summoned all Israel and said, "Hear, O Israel, the decrees and laws I declare in your hearing today. Learn them and be sure to follow them. The Lord our God made a covenant with us at Horeb. It was not with our fathers that the Lord made this covenant, but with us, with all of us who are alive here today. The Lord spoke to you face to face out of the fire on the mountain. At that time I stood between the Lord and you to declare to you the word of the Lord, because you were afraid of the fire and did not go up the mountain." And he said, "I am the Lord your God, who brought you out of Egypt, out of the land of slavery. You shall have no other gods before me." Or besides me. Yeah. "You shall have no other gods besides me," is really more what he is, the hurt he expresses. "You shall not make for yourselves an idol in the form of anything in heaven above, or on the earth beneath, or in the waters below. You shall not bow down to them or worship them, for I, the Lord your God, am a jealous God, punishing the children for the sins of the father to the third and fourth generations of those who hate me, but showing love to a thousand generations of those who love me and keep my commandments. You shall not misuse the name of the Lord your God, for the Lord will not hold anyone guiltless who misuses his name." You shall not take the Lord's name in vain. "Observe the Sabbath day by keeping it holy, as the Lord your God has commanded you. 6 days you shall labor and do all your work, but the seventh day is the Sabbath to the Lord your God." Okay. That's Saturday. Our weeks do not actually go Monday to Sunday. They go Sunday to Saturday. So that's Saturday is the seventh day of the week, and in the Sabbath. If you like, it's sort of like we rest as Christians, we rest, and then we start our week with Sunday service. So we start our week right. It's a restart. It's not the Sabbath day, though, because on the Sabbath day, on it, you shall not do any work. Neither you, nor your son or daughter, nor your manservant or maidservant, nor your ox, nor your donkey, nor any of your animals, nor the alien within your gates, so that your manservant and maidservant may rest as you do. Remember that you were slaves in Egypt, and that the Lord your God brought you out of there with a mighty hand and an outstretched arm. Therefore, the Lord your God has commanded you to observe the Sabbath day." So, everybody needs rest. And when they mean rest, they mean like you're not even supposed to cook. Rest. You're supposed to eat your leftovers. "Honor your father and your mother, as the Lord your God has commanded you, so that you may live long, and it may go well with you in the land of the Lord your God is giving to you. You shall not murder. You shall not commit adultery. You shall not steal. You shall not give false testimony against your neighbor. You shall not covet your neighbor's wife. You shall not set your desire on your neighbor's house or land, his manservant or maidservant, his ox or donkey, or anything that belongs to your neighbor. These are the commandments the Lord proclaimed in a loud voice to your whole assembly there on the mountain from out of the fire, the cloud and the deep darkness." And he added nothing more. Then he wrote them on 2 stone tablets and gave them to me. When You heard the voice out of the darkness, while the mountain was ablaze with fire. All the leading men of your tribes and your elders came to me, and you said, the Lord our God has shown us his glory and his majesty, and we have heard his voice from the fire. Today we have seen that a man can live even if God speaks with him. But now, why should we die? This great fire will consume us, and we will die if we hear the voice of the Lord our God any longer. For what mortal man has ever heard the voice of the living God speak out of fire as we have and survived? Go near and listen to all that the Lord our God says. Then tell us whatever the Lord our God tells you. We will listen and obey. Well, that doesn't even make any sense. Their logic doesn't make any sense. Wait a minute. He spoke to us once out of the fire, but we never want him to speak to us out of the fire again, because it's got to kill people. Even though it didn't kill us, it's got to kill people. That right there might have been when humanity started to, continue to stay disconnected. And it might be why the Levites even had to be a thing. Because when everybody could hear it, because remember, they haven't assembled the most, it's not until there's the golden calf in the story before, right? When we get to, in the previous chapter in Numbers, when you're in the timeline, the golden calf comes after the 10 Commandments. So the Levites raising up arms and killing and becoming like the arm of the Lord, the justice arm of the Lord, didn't exist yet. Every person had the chance to be a priest, is what I'm saying. And they decided they would rather just have Moses do it instead. The Lord heard you when you spoke to me, and the Lord said to me, I have heard what these people said to you. Everything they said was good. Oh, that their hearts would be inclined to fear me and keep all my commands always, so that it might go well with them and their children forever. Go tell them to return to their tents, but you stay here with me, so that I give you all the commands, decrees, and the laws you are to teach them and follow in the land I am giving them to possess. So be careful to do what the Lord your God has commanded you. Do not turn aside to the right or to the left. Walk the way the Lord your God has commanded you, so that you may live and prosper and prolong your days in the land you possess. Well, they were going up a mountain, which sounds like it had pockets of natural gas under it, which would just shoot up and, any spark. So to get them up there safely, God would have shown them the path so that they don't set on fire. That's why do not turn to the right or to the left. Stay exactly on the path of safety that God has put you on. Until the next video, friends.